Okay, so I introduced me, as you said, you're right. I founded the AppBricks. Me personally, I am an architect. I was trained as an architect. I worked in the domain for 10 years, and then I switched from professional domain because I had some different projects, so mainly about collaboration on architecture. My first project was about collaborating with sharing images of project. And I, by the way, I became developer because web developer because I learned all the technique to build some app and so on. So I learned a lot of things in the domain of web development. So of course some technical things, but also some managerial way of doing. So at least two striking elements is that one is the openness of the domain. So in software industry, unlike architecture, people are sharing a lot. It's really in their DNA. So all the software that we use are based on open source software. This is really interesting. And to do open source software, you need to have a kind of methodology to work with agility. Agility is not only used in open source software, but is very adapted to this. And the second element so is agility. So I don't know if you have experience in the IT industry, but in the IT industry, agile is like the standard way of working now. After, it doesn't mean that everybody is practicing agile the way it should. But basically, there is two things that we can note. One is for small company, they don't always have the time, or they don't want to invest the time to do a methodology like Scrum, for example, that need to do that. You really need to understand why it's useful, why you need save time at the end. So sometimes it's in some companies it's only a daily meeting or something like this, but it's not always very consistent. And after in big companies, you are the other problem you could have is that the development team is working in agile, but the hierarchy is not really agile. So there is a kind of can I share now or is still blocked? Felice?
Just a minute. Marco,
sì,
scusa, vedi
dimmi,
che
sì.
mi devi passare i diritti di amministratore perché sono
Ok,
arrivato.
share, come faccio?
No. Tasto destro. Michele, lo guidi un attimo tu?
Marco,
sì.
sulla lista dei partecipanti vedi il nome Michele Budri, fai tasto destro, assegna ospite.
Or make host.
Esatto.
Ok.
Ok.
Vai.
Ok, adesso puoi condividere.
Yes, I think I can share now.
Okay. Now you can share, Sebastian.
Ok. Bene.
So you see my screen? Okay, so I was talking about the different culture in the domain of architecture, of web development, and finally in the startup. And I learned a lot of things, and at the end, this knowledge about agile and my knowledge of about architecture meet together, and the consequence is two projects. So the first is Bricks, the one that Felice talked about at the beginning. So we started it in 2017, and 1 year ago we started it's not an app project, but it's more a community whose name is Agile Beam in 2019. So I will start with Agile Beam and then talk about Bricks. So Agile Beam is why we did that. When we developed Bricks, of course, it's an app to practice Agile for our architecture. So we try to meet a lot of people like you who are interested in this specific method. I think not all architecture professionals know about Agile, but there is a specific typology of people that are interested, especially people that know about how it is done in the software industry. So we wanted to meet that all the people could meet together. So we have a website, agilebeam.org, but we have also some meetups. So at the beginning, it was some meetups. So at the beginning, we mostly do the meetup in French and in France physically, in either in Fab Lab, in co-working space, or in architecture company. And it was quite nice. Meetup more in like workshop. The idea was to at the end have some result of the workshop, or at least to train people practically. And so meetup is one part of this activity, but also we want to yes, recently this meetup where we decided to put them online. So if you want to be aware of the next meetup, you can go to our meetup.org group, and in English when it is not a French speaker, and we do it also more frequently every month. So the idea is that every month we have a new speakers that talk about how we use Agile in the industry, and we aim also to that all this knowledge be accessible in a quick way. So we have some rubric on the site that are still in development, and there is not so much content, but the idea is to fill it with what the methodologies that all these speakers talk about. So that what is the objective? The objective is that not someone, an architect, an engineer that is not aware about Agile. Okay, he go in Google, he say Agile AEC, Agile Beam, and he found this information, and it can help to bootstrap in the domain. What we think also is that bootstrapping, so this is an example of a meetup we did with David Vandrel, who is a BIM manager, and he set up an interesting Agile Beam workflow. So, and also the idea is to be collaborative. So for that reason, we try to motivate our speaker, but also all the people interested to contribute. So what you can do, you can, if you developed a specific use case, so what I call Agile workflow, you can write an article to describe how it is, because I think currently one of the big problem of how to start with Agile is it's not very concrete for the people. People have not the culture of Agile, so they need to have some identification. They need to look at example. Agile recipes. So the idea is that I will go to this slide. So when we started this Agile Beam community, we thought about what Agile method could be used in the architecture industry. We inspire from a project in the industry. The name is Wikispeed. It was based by an American Scrum Master, Joe Justice, and he made a similar schema for the industry, so for the design of cars. And so he took very freely inspiration from different Agile methodology, Kanban, Scrum, Extreme Programming, Lean, Design Thinking, and object-oriented. So here is the first draft, let's say, that of different recipes that can be used, we think, in the context. So the pink circle is more about how we organize the tool, the team, sorry. So for the team organization, the Scrum seems to be frameworks that are really relevant. If you accept to work with sprint, I mean short period of time. It's not always possible. We all know that architecture is a domain where where it's not possible to plan really in advance. But when it's possible, it's a good thing to do. In the blue circle, you find things more about how to reinvent the program itself of the building, because in the domain, in architecture, currently we have the roles are separated. There is the client, there is the design team, but the design team could challenge program could challenge the client, mostly because there is some budget problem. For example, the client say, I want that, I want that, I want that. Okay, it's okay, but your budget is over now. You need to make a choice. In this case, of course, people are already challenging the client, but I think we can go a bit further, as it is done in an agile team with what is called a product owner, and really do the prioritization. And the yellow circle, it's more about how to design in a way, how to split a big project in a way that it is possible to handle it by some separated team. So this is a notion that Joe Justice for the design of a car developed. He said, okay, a car is made of separate modules, and each module can be developed by independent teams. And it is team of non-professionals, so they are not always available and so on. And the only thing is to have a clear interface between the modules. And all these concepts we can also use in architectural projects that are often very big, and that's it. After, just a quick note about why agile, because I think it's something that if we want all to promote agile, we need to be clear of what is the advantage for the client. So I think we all agree, but I will just try to illustrate a bit that. I think one of the biggest advantage is that for the client, you can say to him, but the projects that I will design you will be really much more adapted to what you want. You don't need to worry about writing a very long program so that everything is fixed. But you need to be more involved. But the advantage of that is at the end, you could really orient the ways that design teams are working. There is also in architecture, there is two types of user. One is the client, one is the final user. In software industry also, but in architecture, one challenge is that the final user are not going to use the product until the construction site, the product. And but this is a problem. But we all know that currently architects are really a bit fearing of talking to final user. I think we can imagine some way to do better, so that we don't have so much waste in building. Often we see some buildings that are designed, but really some parts are not so much useful. And the idea, the main selling point is really the cost. I think with agile methodology, we can really, with better collaboration, waste some errors of construction errors, because also one fact of designing a project of architecture is the more you go in towards the construction phase, the less easy it is to change. So for that, it's really key to have a very good collaboration in the early stage of the development. After is the question of the teams, because we all know that architects, for example, I am architect, so I speak about my domain, but we often work at night, and people are really exhausted and they less motivation. It is really contrary to what Scrum, for example, say. The idea is that we don't overwork, we just work on very important things, and but not during the night. And why we can do this? Because we focus on quality and quality. The problem of not prioritizing the work to be done makes that a lot of things that maybe could be skipped could be skipped at the end, and we can focus on things more important. So this is globally the state of our methodology. It is improvable. You can add some remarks. Also in our Slack, we can discuss about that. Maybe so I switched to Bricks. So Bricks is a practical application of that. It's a web app. You can connect, create an account. It is free up to 3 users, so you can really test all the app. So the idea is to fix the problem of coordination, of collaboration. So I said it before, but practically what happened in a construction team, people are working in silo. So the architect is working after the engineer, after the construction company, and they work in at a separate timing, but also not. For example, if I'm architect at the early stage, I will probably not contact the engineer soon because he will tell me, okay, it's not the time, I'm not paid already, and so on. So there is some problem like this. After, people are not working with tools that allow to share easily, either with Revit, with modeling, but also with Excel. Reports, a lot of reports are made. For example, the BIM manager are doing some collision reports, are doing a lot of reports that takes time to do. But who reads these reports? Perhaps there is too much reports and not enough coordination. And also there is the challenge of remote team. So now we are full remote because of the COVID, but even without the COVID, construction team is by default split in several places because it's not the same company, which is a bit different from a startup or from a software company. So how do we plan to solve that? So with a common environment platform and with implementing some agile recipes, some agile method like the sprint, the Kanban, an easy planification, and after a connection with the BIM environment. The BIM environment. So this is a list of features. Maybe I will switch to a quick demo. I just want to look at that. Yeah, the other important fact is that we are one tool, but there are many tools on the market. You probably know. So we decided to be clear of what we do, and what we do is project management. Is how to solve the topic of a project. So for the moment, we didn't do what BIM 360 or the circles that are at the right, to store the file and so on. We didn't do that. We didn't do some modeling. We didn't do instant messaging. We think that Slack, Google Chat, and Microsoft Teams are some things that are really handful, and an app like Bricks is not going to replace that. So our objective is to connect to all this ecosystem and to be the tool for project management. So I will make a quick demo. I think how many time I have still?
Just 10 minutes.
10 minutes, so just 5 minutes, and after you could ask me some question. So here is when you connect, you go to this page where you have the list of your project. You have some demo project here that are open to anybody. You can even duplicate them. My UI is in English, but I think it's not a problem. But I will change it. No, I will keep like this. I have not so much time. So you have several. The idea of Bricks is to list all the things to be done in a project. If you have experience with Jira, for example, it's not very different, but we think that specific agile tool are quite specific to software development. So Jira is quite difficult for architects. So we want to do something similar, but more simple and more adapted. So here, when you have a topic, you could describe the topic. You could add some task, precise tasks. You could assign, define people to the task to be sure it will know he is in charge of doing it. you have a system of warning. If the task is over, the system is warning you. After one display which is more important is the Kanban board, because we think that what is missing currently is that in current software is that we have a lot of topic to handle. For example, if we do some BIM coordination, BIM coordination, we end up with a lot of topic to solve. But how to solve them, how to prioritize, this is for us a problem. So the Kanban is a good way to see what is the state of all topic, who is doing what. We have different type of Kanban. One that is interesting also for project management is a Kanban sorted with by date. So the red column is the column of the current week, and the other column the next week. So clearly you can know what you need to do at a given time. You have also some Kanban to assign topics to the team. So here you can see if someone is have too many things to do, you can give the topic to a colleague. So this is the board. After we have a roadmap display. So the roadmap display now is the one that we use for. I don't know if I have yes. Here I have created some sprints. So basically we have two levels. We kept the two levels that are common in architecture. Sorry. In architecture we have in France at least we have a series of phases of stage. So design phase, preparation, and so on. And these stages often are long. They last, I don't know, 2-3 months. And we think that to develop a project in Agile, we need an iteration that is smaller than that. So we introduce in Brix the concept of sprint, and the sprint is associated to a stage. So after you are free to size your sprint how you want, you can size it of 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 weeks. But the idea of sprint, as you probably know, is to prioritize what is important to solve at a given moment. And so the sprint you can create them here. About integration to file. Currently, as I said, we are not a CDN. We are not storing big data, BIM model, and so on. But we have a lightweight file management. So if you share some image, they will be displayable here, and they are also listed in a kind of file library that you find here. And when you click on a given file, you can go back to the discussion where we talk about this file. And we plan to integrate more with. We have still an integration with BIM 360 as a common data environment, CDE. Sorry. But we plan to integrate with more. You can also upload from different from Google Drive, Dropbox, this kind of stuff. And currently our development is more on creating a Revit plugin, because we think that most people that who work on the daily basis and their modeling, they will the feedback that we got is that it's difficult, it's not natural for them to open a new app, so they prefer to have it in Revit. And the advantage also is that we will have the context of Revit information, so basically the 3D view and all the objects associated with the topic. So maybe I give you the. Have you got some question about Agile BIM or Brix?
Okay, thank you, Sebastian. I will ask your question in Italian also. Se avete domande o altro per Sebastian rispetto al tool, rispetto a quella che è l'attività della community, in realtà abbiamo visto, we have saw an example, one of the first idea of a community related to Agile and BIM, and this is very interesting because this type of activity initiative are not so common in ASC world. So it's a great initiative. and also the tool can be very helpful for a lot of situation, for a lot of people. Se avete domande, any questions? Okay, no more questions. So we have just 5 minutes to use. Thank you, Sebastian. Let me switch with Clara. Clara, ci sei?